So today what I want to talk about is what do I have in my network? This should be self-explanatory. As a network engineer, I should know all the devices in my network. Unfortunately, in today's standard, that is not actually the case. So the typical standard for today's network environments is there's some type of static Visio document that could take resources and potentially days or weeks to create, depending on the size of your environment. And where this is really tricky is when now I'm a network engineer, we have some type of incident, I'm trying to do some troubleshooting on the fly. I'm referring to static documents. Now, these documents can be outdated. And where this actually happens is it becomes counterproductive in these scenarios. And what I mean by that is instead of helping you by using a visual image to help you resolve the issue a lot quicker, it's actually going to increase your mean time to resolution because now you're referring to inaccurate data. You have to cross-reference. You got to look for the dates. You got to check the device, ensure that everything is actually as it says it is. Now, with NetBrain, we're able to do auto discovery. So how we do this? So we're able to go into our discovery process. Now we do this one of three ways. We could do this via SNMP, CLI, and API. So SNMP, CLI for your legacy devices, and then you're able to use API for your software-based devices or anything in the cloud. Now, upon this discovery, we're also able to run a fine-tune report. So this means even if there's something in your environment, maybe we're unable to discover it, we're not going to leave you out in the dark. We're going to be able to tell you that, hey, there's still a device in your environment. For example, we had 63 devices. We went out and tried to reach via CLI. 62 were successful and one have actually failed. So being able to let you know this failed, being able to then refer to this live access log and being able to figure out what happened to remediate this issue and being able to discover that device. What can we do with this? So now that we've gone in, we've discovered our environment, we put this on a timer, so now NetBrain's continuously updating. And that's a key point because we do understand that environments are constantly scaling, companies are growing, devices are moving, we're doing migrations, people are moving things to the cloud on a day-to-day basis. And we want to make sure that our network reflects those changes that are being made. So now what can we do now that everything's being discovered and everything has been pulled in our device and everything is up to date? Well, I can go in and actually map out these devices. So let's go in and map out this device, for example. So just highlighting this search functionality. So I can search for any of my devices via IP, domain name, even MAC address. And now you can see we have the list of our devices. I see site association, device group association, map association, all these different things. I can go ahead and open this, map this device out to my dashboard or my map. Now, this is a really powerful thing. So NetBrain's not only going in and discovering the device and saying, hey, this is the device and this is the IP. Because we're using CLI and SNMP to pull this information for this device, we're able to also pull CMDB information. We're able to also pull configuration information, topology information, data table information, and the most important part, so we have our ARP, MAC. And the coolest part about this is we're able to do data retention. So not only are we now discovering your environment, discovering your devices at a time frequency that you predetermine, we're able to go and retain that information. So now if I want to say, hey, what did this device look like maybe a week ago? I can go in and do that very quickly. So we're able to pull this live historical data, look at what that device configuration file looked at that predated time and go from there.